Deep in a garden, bursting with every color you can imagine, lived three of the best friends you could ever meet. There was Max, a brave little fox with a bushy tail and a clever mind. Then came Toby, a fluffy, gentle bear who loved naps and sunny spots. And completing the trio was Lila, a quick-witted bunny with ears that could hear the tiniest whisper of the wind. One sunny morning, the three friends were playing their favorite game, hide-and-seek, among the giant sunflowers and sweet-smelling roses. Max was counting 98. He peeked open one eye, a mischievous grin on his face. He scampered past a row of tulips, their petals closed up tight for a midday nap. He checked behind a big, round pumpkin, but only found a sleepy ladybug. "Toby, Lila, where are you?" he called out, his voice echoing softly through the garden. As he padded near a magnificent bellflower, its purple petals shaped like a giant cup, he saw something strange. A tiny, shimmering light was pulsing from inside the flower. Curious, Max crept closer. He peered over the edge of a petal and gasped. Inside the bellflower, a butterfly with wings like stained glass was fluttering frantically. It was trapped! One of its delicate sparkling wings was caught under a heavy drop of morning dew, pinning it to the petal. The butterfly looked so scared, its beautiful colors flickering with panic. "Guys, come quick!" Max shouted, his voice filled with urgency. "I need your help!" From behind a leafy rhubarb plant, Lila's long ears popped up. A moment later, Toby lumbered out from his hiding spot under a fern. They saw the worried look on Max's face and hurried over. "What is it, Max?" asked Lila, twitching her nose. Max pointed with his snout. "Look, inside the bellflower there's a butterfly, and it's stuck." Toby and Lila peered inside. "Oh, the poor thing," Toby said, his voice full of concern. The butterfly was tiring, its movements growing weaker. "We have to get it out," said Lila, her mind already racing. "But we have to be super gentle. Its wings are so fragile." "I have an idea," said Max, the clever fox. "Toby, you're the strongest. Can you gently tilt the bellflower just a little bit, so the dewdrop can roll off?" Toby nodded. "I can do that." He placed his big, soft paws carefully on the stem of the bellflower. He took a deep breath and, ever so slowly, began to lean on it. The flower swayed gently, like it was dancing in a slow breeze. "A little more." Toby, Lila encouraged, her eyes fixed on the dewdrop. "It's starting to move." The big, clear drop of water trembled. It slid a tiny bit, then a little more, until finally, with a soft plink, it rolled off the butterfly's wing and splashed onto the leaf below. The butterfly was free. It flexed its sparkling wings, one, then the other. It fluttered weakly at first, then with more strength. It rose out of the flower, circling above the three friends' heads. Its wings glittered in the sun, casting tiny rainbows all around them. It seemed to be dancing a thank you. "We did it!" cheered Lila, hopping up and down. "Teamwork!" boomed Toby, giving Max a gentle high five with his paw. But the adventure wasn't over. The butterfly didn't just fly away. It hovered in the air for a moment, then zipped off, looking back as if to say, "Follow me." "It wants us to follow it," Max exclaimed, his tail wagging with excitement. "Come on!" And so, the chase began. The sparkling butterfly led them on a merry journey through the garden. It was faster than any of them, a little speck of light dancing just ahead. It darted under the low-hanging branches of a weeping willow, forcing the friends to duck and crawl. It zipped through a tunnel of ivy, its leaves forming a cool, green tube. Toby, being the biggest, had to wiggle his way through. "Oof, it's a bit of a squeeze," he grunted, popping out the other side covered in leaves, which made Lila giggle. The butterfly then flew high over a patch of prickly thistle bushes. Max, with his cleverness, found a narrow, winding path around them. "This way," he called, leading his friends safely through. They raced past buzzing beehives, leaped over a babbling brook on smooth stepping stones, and ran through fields of daisies that tickled their noses. The butterfly was always just ahead, its sparkling wings encouraging them onward. It was the most exciting game of Follow the Leader they had ever played. Finally, as the sun began to set, painting the sky in shades of orange and pink, the butterfly slowed down. It led them to a part of the garden they had never seen before. It was a hidden meadow, tucked away behind a tall hedge of honeysuckle. And what they saw made all three of them stop and stare in wonder. The entire meadow was filled with flowers they had never seen before. And as the twilight deepened, these flowers began to glow. Soft, gentle light emanated from each petal, illuminating the meadow in a magical, ethereal light. Some glowed a soft blue, others a warm yellow, and some a gentle pink. The whole field twinkled like a sky full of stars had fallen to the earth. The butterfly landed softly on one of the glowing flowers. its own sparkling wings blending in perfectly with the magical light. It turned to Max, Toby, and Lila and seemed to bow its head in gratitude before disappearing among the glowing blossoms. The three friends stood there, mesmerized by the beautiful sight. They had started the day just wanting to play a game, but by showing a little kindness, they had been rewarded with a secret, magical surprise. "Wow," whispered Lila, her eyes wide. "This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen." "It's like the garden is saying thank you to us," said Toby, a happy rumble in his chest. Max looked at his friends, their faces lit by the glowing flowers. He knew this was a memory they would treasure forever. They had learned that day that even the smallest act of kindness can lead to the biggest and most beautiful adventures. Working together and helping others always brings its own special kind of magic. As the first stars began to appear in the real sky above, the three friends lay down in the soft, glowing meadow, tired but full of joy. They knew their garden held many more secrets, and they couldn't wait to discover them together. Thank you so much for joining Max, Toby, and Lila on their magical adventure today. If you enjoyed our story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more wonderful tales from the garden. We love sharing these moments with you. See you next time!